USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show, starring Ian Pelham Turner and Helena Shard. Brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence, Investors in People. This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes, building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I find I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school. This class is the best. This is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today.
Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Royally Rich Lifestyle Show with me, Ian Pelham Turner.
And your roving reporter, me, Helena Shard.
Absolutely. Look at the suntan. Everything.
Oh.
The only person who hasn't got a suntan is me.
You're looking very rosy and well, I have to say.
Okay, so let's roll the titles and let's get on with the show. Well, it's going to be a great show today. I am so pleased that Dr. Jacqueline Kerback from USA Global TV and Radio is actually going to come into the studio, and this is so exciting for us. And Philip Sykes, our great friend, from the British School of Excellence, our sponsor as well, is here at the same time. So today is a great day for us.
Isn't it? We are so thrilled.
Absolutely. And the reality is, you're going to start off with Mr. Donald Trump.
I am. So Trump has defeated Kamala Harris. This is the historic election. Trump is 47th president. We cannot believe it. And the only felon, I believe. I've been watching it and it's been incredible. We will not rest until we deliver a strong, safe and prosperous America. Can he unite a divided America? We will wait and see. But we do know that there are a couple of people, namely Prince Harry and Meghan, who are going to be quivering in their boots, as obviously we understand that he said that if he gets in, he will kick them out. And this is all to do with Prince Harry's visa. We have the Heritage Foundation, I think the think tank that's looking into the visa. But I just don't think that he's going to be bothered.
Do you know what?
I don't.
Who knows? You know, hopefully it's down the list of his priorities, because I think if this happens, then the reality is that they'll probably move to Canada. They've also got a home in Portugal now as well.
Absolutely.
And, you know, quite honestly, at the moment, it's early doors, you know, for everything. So we will see over the coming days. You know, it's a great thing for the Republican Party. I mean, they've really trounced the Democrats at the moment. And so all the channels that I'm working with will be cheering to the rafters. But it's you know, it'll be one of those things.
Let's hope it's going to be world peace. Let's hope, fingers crossed.
Yep.
And moving on, the lovely Prince William is in South Africa in Cape Town for 4 days. This is for the Earthshot Prize week. And today, actually in the next few hours, which I think is evening in South Africa, there's going to be a great prize award ceremony. So we're looking forward to that. So this is all about innovative solutions to the world's greatest environmental challenges. And it's about global environment. And thousands, lots and lots of people have come together. It is a 10-year plan. It was the first awards went out in 2021, and so it's going on until 2030. 5 winners will win. I don't know what what their great product is. They will be given 1 million each. And they'll be able to roll things out. So there's been climate leader programs, there's workshops, masterclasses, and also it brings all the leaders and experts in the field together. And actually speaking to some of these people, not me personally, but listening to Prince William speak to them, they're just thrilled to be talking and sharing. It's all a collaborative experience and they're excited. It's great minds with these great products. And, you know, it's all about success. Collaboration breeds success. So excited for that. And to see Prince William also saying that his wife is doing really, really well, is at the gym, and is actually into her faith. So that's a new little snippet.
Absolutely.
Moving on as well.
And we laugh at that, but anyway, carry on.
Yes, we do. Moving on, the royal finances are under scrutiny. Now, there is a sort of cloud of mystery around this, but I think moving on in this situation, so Prince Andrew's crumbling mansion is still crumbling. He has had his financial support cut. So this is something we've been, there's been whispers of. King Charles has decided no more, $1 million cut, so his security is no longer. He's still at Royal Lodge. He has a 55-year lease. If he can keep up with the work that's needed, which is now I think a couple of million that's needed to do the work on the paint work and damp and things like that, he can stay there. But obviously the King wants him to move to Frogmore Cottage. We understand that obviously he wants to, it's his last thing he's got, so he's going to hold on to it, and we know he's stubborn. So let's see what happens there. And I think just ending on, I think it's the National Service of Remembrance, which is this Sunday.
And I'm wearing the poppy on my shirt today.
Well done. Mine's on my coat, not on my shirt, which it should be. So we're obviously, wishing Queen Camilla well, as we hear she's come back from Australia and Samoa, and she has a chest infection. They are worried that it will lead to pneumonia, so we're hoping she'll still be at the Service of Remembrance, honouring those who died, and that's at the Cenotaph.
Absolutely,
and obviously,
on
I think
Sunday.
more than anything, I think the Princess of Wales, everyone's rooting to see her. So we're all looking forward to that. So that's it. That's a roundup, because we've got our wonderful guests coming up.
Excellent.
So we're very excited about.
Well done. So we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to bring on our two fabulous friends. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back. My goodness me, what can I say? What can we say today? This is a very, very, very special day for the two of us, isn't it?
We are blessed. We feel very, very blessed. We have our very favourite people with us.
Absolutely. So we have Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck from USA Global TV and Radio. Now the tears start.
An emotional moment for
An
sure.
emotional moment.
It really is.
And Philip Sykes from the British School of Excellence as well, our great sponsor, and thank you for your support at the same time. It's really kind of you. So, what are we going to start with?
We're going to start with, well, you know, you're both successful business owners. What do you think, you know, makes a successful business? Maybe start with that. Philip, let's start with Philip.
What makes a successful business? And actually, it's a great question. And I was talking to someone just today. I had to drop my car off for a little bit of panel beating. And the gentleman at the panel beat is so charming and nice. And I said, really, just to do good business is about people and how you treat people and how you respect people and build relationships. In other words, we talk about relational capital. It's like anything in life. When you put something in, you should get something back for it. But it's got to be consistent. And that, for me, is really, really important. And that's just scratching the surface.
Mm. And Jacqueline, you have built the most incredible event, channels, shows, I mean, out of nowhere. And you've done it in, what, 2 to 3 years. Now, if anyone should be applauded as well, it should be you for what you've actually physically done. So, what do you put it down to?
The people in this room, really. The three of you have been incredibly instrumental in helping build this brand, USA Global TV and Radio. And I think it's the collaborations, and it's what's the value can you bring, and what value can we bring to each other?
Absolutely. I think Dr. Jacqueline's grit and determination as well, not giving up and showing up even though she might be feeling fairly under the weather and not letting people down. And that's huge. That's trust. That's authenticity and offering people a platform to engage with the world. And I think education is the biggest gift we can give anyone. Yeah. And it's through a platform that Dr. Jacqueline, who's jumped literally out of the aeroplane and built a parachute while she was sort of falling, to sort of put this together. And I know it's been taken a huge amount of not just your time and energy, but huge grit and also financial input, even though when times have been challenging.
Absolutely, and you know all about global education because you've been delivering it for 12 plus years now. So.
Yeah. And at last, for goodness sake, you've got a seat today.
Yes, I'm not standing in broadcasting.
Just to explain, folks, we work with Jacqueline all the time, and there she is smiling away, and most of the time she's had to stand up for some goodness knows reason, but whatever the reason is, at least now, from now on, and you're starting your new studio in December, you can have a chair. Please, at least a chair.
I definitely have a chair, but the reason why I like to stand is because you get some steps in. You know, and I have a watch that's always tracking how many hours I'm standing, so that's part of the reason.
So it energizes you.
Exactly, but it is nice to sit as well.
Yeah. It is, absolutely. I'm most, well, you know, I stand when I engage with you as well, but when I coach through Zoom, I'm always standing. Always. I just feel more present, and it does, you know, you're moving your body, so it does help you, again, get some, not only just exercise, but I think it keeps you very fresh and very alert.
I feel like you're more mobile to come up with ideas and to collaborate.
I mean, just a very quick story. A few years ago, I was on a Sky channel, and I was waiting to sort of go on, and they couldn't put me next to the presenter because we were both wearing the same tie. So they thought this was not a good idea. So there I was, stood by a green screen operation. And this young girl came over to me and she whispered in my ear, because she looked at my age, she whispered in my ear, she said, "Do you think you'll be able to stand long enough for this?"
How did you respond?
Well, after she flew out the studio. So, do you know what one of the prime things of being in television? Comfort. Always feel comfortable. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Thinking on your feet, I think, is really, really important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Because things happen, as we know, right?
Yeah.
Things are unexpected.
Absolutely. Always expect the unexpected. Can I just ask as well, I'm interested in Jacqueline, your stance on, obviously, the royal family. How does America how do you view our royal family and our culture and heritage that we have over here?
I absolutely love it. I love the way you say things here in this country. I like the attitude that you all have. And I think with the royal family, we all look up to the royal family. It's just incredible how throughout time, especially with the Queen and now the King, how people are fascinated with every single thing that they're doing. What are they wearing? What are they saying? Where are they going? So I think that people are just so appreciative of the royal family and also of the culture here.
And Philip, obviously, you know, you go around the world. What's the impression that the rest of the world has on the royal family?
It's wonderful. It really is. I mean, recently, as you may know, well, you do know, I was in Sao Paulo in Brazil, and at one of the days I had an audience of about 60 plus people, and the people I connected with and engaged all had wonderful, warm things to say about not just the United Kingdom, but about the royals and how much they really admire and respect. And funny enough, a woman actually handed me a beautiful piece of paper with a history of her uncle, who actually was here in the United Kingdom with Queen Victoria, and he was a very prominent diplomat for Brazil at the time. And so they definitely recognize it. And then on to the Bahamas off the back of that. And again, there's that essence and element of very much the royal family is held in very high regard.
Yeah. And obviously we need to mention, obviously today as well, you know, President Trump has become President Trump again. And obviously, you know, I wonder, first of all, how Americans see Britain. The reason why we say that is that I don't think our diplomatic services, just put it calmly, have been that sympathetic at times, you know, to the new president. And so really what we want to sort of see is how do we build relationships again? So Philip, can I just start off with you? You know, how do we rebuild a situation?
Well, firstly, I think being a diplomat, you must be diplomatic, firstly, with all due respect. And I think you might think something, but you don't necessarily need to voice it. And unfortunately, the moment we speak, we give life to our words, and you can't take those words back. So, especially in this industry, it's out there forever. And for the United Kingdom now is to, firstly, I think we have to embrace the fact that President Trump is now back in power, and he's got some big ideas, and he is a force to be reckoned with. And we have to understand and appreciate that we're better off working together rather than, you know, at each other's throats, so to speak. And for the United Kingdom to really step up and partner wherever we can and build these and rebuild these relationships, it's the only way forward. You know, the world, we need to build relationships and just start to be human and treat each other properly. And the world's on its head right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jacqueline, how do you think Americans just see Britain? You know, the people of Britain as well. Do they admire us, or, you know, because
I think they admire, and I think also because there is so much focus on the royal family that the average person thinks that most people are really well off. that there aren't a lot of issues. So I think, to build on what you said, I think understanding other people and the shoes that they're in and what they're going through. So since I started in television, I wasn't really as aware of what's going on here in the economy, or the heat or eat, and how people are having to make tough choices. And so I think education is really important, and we understand what someone else is going through, what's the value that you can bring to help make a difference in their life. So I think if each and every one of us had that kind of attitude, instead of name calling, labeling, saying he's this, she's that, let's understand how can we take whatever you are and I am and we are, how can we take that and collaborate for something better?
Hoping that Trump will unite, because that's one of the words I think that of the day that I've taken away from it. But also both of you work together. And I'm interested sort of to see, you know, what do you admire about your sort of joint projects, and
nothing.
How do you feel?
We're ending it now.
How do you feel it will pan out in the
You
future?
heard it here first.
I almost feel like saying cut.
No, we're actually talking about doing some other things together, and that's
Absolutely.
looking at the strengths of you and your organization and over here. And again, how can we bring value to potential clients and to business owners?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think, like, it's magic to have Dr. Jacqueline here, because building up this rapport and relationship over the network, as in Zoom, and and not having actually physically met. We've had 2 false starts back in the USA in recent months, but now Dr. Jacqueline's here, and we've got a lot to talk about. I'm very excited to share that Dr. Jacqueline's going to be joining us next week on our Train the Trainer program,
Yay!
which is just phenomenal.
Perfect.
Which will, off the back of her hard work, she'll then get her accreditations and that sort of thing, and so it'll give us an opportunity to really pull some amazing opportunities together out of the USA, obviously, and see where that takes us. You know, collaborating again, being the 4 of us with the various studios and the various different, I suppose, connections that we all have, that we can really elevate the opportunities.
Agreed.
Excellent. I mean, let's talk about your businesses. So can you both really talk about your businesses now, so our audience understand? So if we start with Jacqueline, please, you know, tell us all about your business.
Well, my business started as a hobby, really, as I was on a certain radio station in New York, I don't want to say which one, and it was Rapping with Dr. Jacqueline, The Drive, live at 5 on Fridays. And so we would have a guest each Friday, and it was all about adversity to awesome, and how can people share their stories to inspire others. And then I started at an in-person television station in New Jersey. I met some amazing people there. You know who they are. And I learned so much, and the owner said to me, as much as you like hosting, you would be even better behind the camera. And so I thought, okay, I'll take that as a challenge. And I saw that some people were doing videos on social media. So I hired a producer to understand how to do it, and then I started doing it myself. And then we had 1 show, then we had 4 shows, and now people were coming to me, and where it was something that was just a fun thing, let's do this, it became, after some consultations, an idea that it could actually make money, that people would actually pay for the opportunity to have a show produced and marketed and put out there. And now we've got 55, 56 shows, and so it's just tremendous. So a dream of mine would be to have an in-person brick and mortar TV station. And so as a result of knowing this person and that person, that's happening. USA Global TV Productions, LLC, as of December the 1st.
Wonderful.
So it's all the same branding for USA Global TV and radio and all the same assets, but you can come in the studio like we're here today and have a different kind of experience.
And how can people get in contact with you?
They can go to our website, usaglobaltv.com, or they can email us at info@usaglobaltv.com. All of our sites go together, so that's the one that, and if you want to learn more about our programs, you can go to Roku or Amazon, you can go to E360 TV, Zizzle TV, or YouTube channels, which are USA Global TV and Radio, or Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck.
And Philip.
Well, firstly, isn't USA Global TV and Radio just a phenomenal name to have in your arsenal? I mean, it's just,
I won't say.
I wonder who came up with that name.
I won't say.
All that time ago. Gosh, a few years ago now, wasn't it?
Carry on.
Surround yourself. You surround yourself with great people.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
he's been around the block a few times.
Who give thoughts and ideas without expecting anything in exchange. That's what we have here in this room.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, and the British School of Etiquette launched around 2012, and it was an amazing opportunity to really embrace and share with people the power of etiquette and manners. And when I talk about the emotional intelligence, first sort of 6 to 8 months were really wonderful. I was doing a huge amount of traveling at that stage, and then all of a sudden the business fell off a cliff. And I was very much, as Dr. Jacqueline started from scratch, pretty much doing everything there was to do in the organization, bar my social media and my website. And I really had a bit of a kick up the rear end from my wife. She said, this is your passion, this is something you've got to follow through on. And she actually lent me some money, quite a lot of money, into the 20s to the thousands, because I said to her, I need to do some very, very serious coaching. And I took on a coaching program with various coaches, and one of my coaches said, Philip, you need to hire someone. Well, someone started breakdancing in my stomach. I felt, this is just, you've got to be kidding me. I just don't have the cash flow. I'm in my overdraft. And he said, whatever you do in life, when it comes to direction and coaching, never add your 10%. Just listen to what I'm telling you. So I literally the next day, I put an advert in the paper. Long story short, I met this incredible young lady, Lucretia, who came on board at the age of roughly 23, 24, very savvy on the social media front, very good on the telephone. And it gave me the opportunity to really start working on the more transitional side, where she was doing more transactional sort of side. And we became accredited as the first organization in our sector and industry to ever get any accreditation whatsoever. And then from there, we started to gather momentum. And it was very interesting I look back now, and if you think about anything in life, if you're sailing in a big tanker or a ship, you don't just, if you turn the wheel, it doesn't just flip across. It takes time to move across. And this is exactly what started to happen with the British School of Etiquette. And now, X amount of years on, we are now the British School of Etiquette and British School of Excellence. And the organization really focuses on giving people these quintessential tools for life. And I suppose another way you could look at it is, how do we make ourselves relevant in today's society? Mm-hmm. And this is really what this is about. It's giving people these tools to be more confident, to be more dynamic, to be more human, to be consistent in how they're showing up. And I'm very pleased to say, as an organization, we are now, I'd like to believe, and I feel we're a global organization. We've got some wonderful presence around the world in Brazil, Bermuda, the Bahamas, Qatar, Pakistan, and things are getting great momentum.
Excellent. And
amazing.
How do people contact you?
People out there, please, like Dr. Jacqueline, we just love connecting. So look at us up take my false teeth out there. Look us up on the internet at www.thebritishschoolofexcellence.com and hello@thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. We really love engaging. We have a WhatsApp telephone number on there. You may connect with us directly. We love talking.
Brilliant. Thank you so much to both of you. So thrilled that you could make it. Jacqueline, coming over from the States, it's so great to see you in person. And look, we just love working with you guys.
Thank you.
Beautiful, wonderful collaboration.
What a joy.
It's a dream come true to be here. It really is.
It's great fun. So just as a final, what is your visions for the future? What are your visions?
You go first.
You go
okay,
ahead.
I'll go. I've been contemplating this for a while, because I'm one person, but the British School of Excellence has to go on for generations to come. And it is to continue growing the brand, growing the business globally, and making it very much a strong household name. Because I truly believe that if the likes of us and people in our shoes who are very similar to what we offer and do, we are there to help the future generations to come. The digital technology is just gathering momentum. And for me, digital technology is very good. It helps us produce shows like this. We can do work and business, but spending all day on social media and allowing the world to show you how to behave and perform, and for children, how children should grow up, is criminal. And we need to start building those core values back into families, the core values from when babies are born.
Yeah. Jacqueline.
My goal, my objective has always been to leave a legacy, that USA Global TV and Radio is not about me. It is about the individuals who are hosting their shows. As a matter of fact, right now we have shows going on. We have a team of producers who are producing it. This is the first time I have not been hands-on in my business because I have people I trust. And so I want to continue doing that, training our team members so that they feel confident that they can do their own shows. And then, of course, to open this USA Global TV LLC, Productions LLC, where people can come and they can do documentaries and we can have all different types of content, and then have one of those in as many places in the United States and then in London, why not? So
Absolutely right. Absolutely
great.
right. Well, our time is up for today. It's been the most incredible time. You know, it's one of these weeks that we've been waiting for. We've been counting down the days for about 3 months now, you know, trying to get things, so it's fabulous.
I know nobody really thought I was going to show. When I got on the plane, I was so excited. I'm like, yes, I'm coming here.
Well, come regularly now.
I'm thinking, yes, every quarter.
Why not? It'd be good.
Absolutely. It's a special show. 100%. Hey.
So
good.
I have to again thank everybody who works with us on this show. So I'd like to thank Helidon Castrati from ALB UK TV. I'd like to thank my great friend Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck from USA Global TV and Radio. And I'd like to really thank as well our sponsor and our great friend again, Philip Sykes from the British School of Excellence. So for me, Ian Pelham-Turner.
And from me, Helena Shard.
This has been a really monumental show. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again next week. Take care. Bye for now.